Happy day, one and all. Welcome back to the channel. Well, I've got a few shout outs to make, and shouldn't take long, but I thought you guys might appreciate it. First and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to my patrons. Sarah, aka Mystic Angel, has been a patron of me in general and this channel for coming up on 4 years. She's the longest running and most consistent patron I've had so far. I see you. I love you. You are the best. Hope you and your husband, Tony, have nothing but the best. And we hope to see you on the YouTube channel as well as on Twitch, which I'm coming back to shortly. Susanna, a.k.a. Joe the Ripper, my partner. I love you dearly. And I was so happy that you joined up as well because it kind of brought things into momentum. Rez has been a supporter of everything that I do for a solid 6 years, and they always remind me why I do this. So for them to put their money where their mouth is, makes a big difference to me. And I realize that this going on the public channel talking about patron subscribers might be a little gross, but I want to physically call you out because you guys are amazing and I love you. Gen X Toys Geek Jody, one of the first people to embrace me in the community as legit, and inarguably a very generous fella. Typically positive voice in the community, good guy, great, and thank you so much for your support. Jim Largo, holy cow, you guys! Jim Largo is one of those people that when you meet them, when you talk to them, Jim's just really enthusiastic about toys, about collecting, about the time period we grew up in, and he's just a genuine, kind human being. And his generosity to the channel has been mind-blowing from day one. And him being on Patreon is that much more of a proof of that generosity. I appreciate you and everything that you do for the channel. There are more contributions coming from Jim Largo very shortly, so I want to give a big shout out to him. Without him, this video wouldn't be taking place because this table wouldn't be here, and so on. And to be fair, like I'm going to come around to some of the stuff that you see on display. Brendan Haley, my buddy in Oz, amazing, kind voice in the community, big Motu enthusiast, and always has something insightful to say. Thank you so much for your support and being there and being awesome. And I know that you're sleeping right now. So I hope you wake up to this and it makes you smile, brother. Thank you so much. Gojatron. We're both huge kaiju fans. Really funny guy, great toy photographer. You should check out his Instagram. Really good stuff. Just a really great person who's recently stepped up as a moderator. Seems to have the ear of just about everybody in the community with good reason. He's just a very straightforward and kind fella, and I certainly appreciate you. Bjorn Jorgensen, again, somebody who just likes what he saw, came to the channel, became a patron as soon as he could. Guy's really got a lot of compassion in his heart. He takes care of his grandpa, and if you're watching, hope you're doing well, pal. Always nice to hear that you're doing positively, and even if you're not, I hope that this brings you some kind of comfort and joy in your life. I appreciate you being there, sir. I really do. You've got a great grandson in Bjorn Jorgensen, and just thank you so much. James Salzburg. Where do I start? James is exceedingly kind, resourceful, and seems to have but one purpose in this life, and that's to bring joy to other people that love things like he does. He's not had the easiest of lives, but he hasn't let that jade him or make him cynical. He just pushes forward and tries to help people out and make them happy. And you've certainly done that in the short time that I've known you with me, and I've seen you do it for others. Thank you for everything that you do, for everything that you are, and I wish you nothing but love and happiness as time goes on. You are the best. I appreciate you, brother. And a new patron, Johnny, who could be a couple different people or could be someone totally random. I haven't had a lot of direct conversation with Johnny, but I appreciate your support very, very much. And I hope that you continue to enjoy the content on the channel. And if there's ever anything that you need, let me know, and we'll make sure that you're taken care of. So if you're not a member of Patreon, I definitely want you to at least check it out. There's a lot of exclusive content there. I do check-ins that are very informal, talk to them about the state of the channel, things of that nature. And this is kind of the style of stuff that I do over there. The difference being, of course, is that maybe I'm not going to have the full setup for those videos. I'm just talking, just having a conversation. I let them in on what I'm thinking of moving forward, like what hurdles that we're facing, so they know, like, if I've talked about a video, why it's not coming. I definitely take the Michael French approach of retroblasting, where it's something where these folks are investing in the business that is my channel. Even though if it's a side hustle or what have you, these folks are the most literally and figuratively invested in the channel. So I give them that much more. I don't do a lot of exclusive windows because of the way that I release things, but as I'm slowly moving into a schedule, that is changing. So it's a good segue to talk about where things are going. I have a video that's on the channel right now. It's unlisted and it's exclusive to patrons right now for another 24 hours. Then I will schedule the premiere for next Thursday. And the idea is that I want to be on a bit more of a release schedule so that I have more time to work on things, to maybe pump up the quality a little bit more, to give myself some breathing room so I don't feel pressured to make so much content, because a lot of the reason you see things at a very high cadence, at a fast pace, is because I feel a lot of pressure to keep content in front of your faces. And that's not something that anyone watching the channel is creating. That's something that's internal for me, because I really appreciate the opportunities that you guys give me with all of the support and the views, and I want to show you that how much that really means to me. So that's why the videos have been so quick, because I'm just trying to show you that, hey, you're not investing in the wrong person, whether you're just watching and liking the videos or you are someone like a patron or something along those lines. To me, you're all equal in my eyes, but I do give patrons just a little bit more. So if it's something you're interested in, check it out. In terms of scheduling, I am making it so that Mondays in the evening, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that is the standard streaming time. It will only change if something untoward comes up that I can't move, or if I have a guest schedule that needs a slightly different time. It will never be earlier than that, as far as I know, because I work until 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on most days, although I can usually get a few minutes to prep things and so forth. But moving forward, on YouTube here, you will see streams every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless I tell you otherwise. I am planning on, after a few weeks of that, getting used to that cadence, I will be moving over to Twitch on Tuesdays for more of a gaming-related stream, just so that people have a bit more variety. And Twitch is kind of how this brand has kept alive for most of the time that it's been in existence. So I want to keep that going. I think Tuesdays are a good day to do it because I'm still in the live streaming mindset. And then I have the rest of the week to work on a video that will come out the following Thursday. So each Thursday you'll have a video that was produced the week prior or somewhere within there. And if there are shorter videos like this one that don't require a lot of production, don't require a lot of editing, I'll probably release those willy-nilly when I just choose to put them out. But what you can expect moving forward is a live stream every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a live stream on Twitch around the same time. I haven't decided that yet. It's something that is in an intent. I just haven't decided exactly how that's going to work yet. So if you're into the gaming stuff that I've done in the past, that's going to be the place to catch those things every Tuesday night. Might be the same time, but I have to figure that out as of yet. And then every Thursday, which I have not solidified a time, but I think it's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that I release a video. So this first one I'm pretty sure I'm going to be releasing. And in this particular case, this particular Thursday coming up, I think I'm going to do a short live stream afterwards to discuss the subject matter of that video. When you see the video, I think you'll understand why. I don't think I will do a live stream every Thursday after a video premiere, but depending upon the video format and then depending upon how you guys react to these first couple ones, maybe it will become a thing. I'm not making any promises, but just expect that on this first one, and we'll go from there. Beyond that, everything is coming down to keeping the toys organized. We're looking to expand our storage capabilities here in the near future. There's a lot of things coming down the pike in terms of pre-orders starting to become available. Some things are just, I'm waiting in the mail. I have stuff to mail to other people. So that's something that's always on the horizon. But that's where we are in terms of the channel right now. Other shout outs to give. If you are a Masters of the Universe fan, particularly Motu Origins, you want to check out Motu Joneser. He runs a channel with his son. And if you want some wholesome, straightforward, kind of dry in a positive, funny way, videos, check out Motu Joneser. There's a card up here to show you where you can go to find his stuff. It's great. I don't want to spoil anything beyond to say he's a very supportive guy, does great videos, and they're just starting out. So if you like getting in on the ground floor of something, that's a good place to be. Motu Joneser, you're amazing, and I love you to death. I also want to give a specific shout out to a certain seller that I've been dealing with by the name of Hillbilly Repros. He goes by the name of Hillbilly Junk on Instagram, who made me these Repro Green Arrow arrows and the bowstring. That was a donation to the channel because he was trying to experiment with a printing technique, wasn't sure if it was going to work. And he had a lot of postage problems, and I think a lot of people would have just tapped out and said, I don't care. But he went out of his way, was very humble, and made sure that I got them. They're beautiful. I can't wait to use them. And his work ethic is really second to none. When you consider how much he was facing in terms of just getting them made, then getting them sent, was a lot of emotional turmoil from him during what I understand was there's a lot personally going on as well, and he made it happen, and I respect that. So I'm going to go ahead and have a link in the description to go to his Instagram, because he makes a lot of great reproduction things, not just for Superpowers collection, but a very wide range of toys, and the quality is very good. I strongly suggest you go over there and talk to him. He doesn't have set prices. He will work with you on a lot of things, and he's definitely worth your attention. Absolutely. You guys have heard me talk about the Cape Master before, but I'm going to remind you that the Cape Master is the best place for your soft goods if you're not going to make them yourselves. That's it. CapeMaster.com. TheCapeMaster.com. Check him out. Very reasonable person, very reasonable prices, top quality stuff, especially if we're talking Star Wars or Superpowers collection. He's just got this down, and I cannot recommend him enough. So another shout out I want to give, even though they're not directly related to the channel, is Warlord Clothing in Southern California. My buddy Bruce Reeves runs that company. If you like things that are printed on t-shirts, anything, whether it be heavy metal, movie properties, 80s style stuff, retro, he's got you covered. Go to his website at warlordclothing.com. You have a sister site for 80s style stuff, retro stuff. Check that out as well. You won't be disappointed. I've been dealing with him for the better part of 18 years now, and cannot say enough good things about him. Absolutely phenomenal work, phenomenal things. Even though I mentioned Susanna earlier as a patron, I want to give her a shout out as a partner. She has been nothing but supportive to the channel from day one, really, and goes above and beyond, helping me research things, letting me bounce ideas off of her, hunting for toys for us as well as our friends that we're doing, we're looking for certain things for certain people, and just being really invested in the whole thing, making this a very family affair. And I cannot thank you enough for that, dear. I love you very much, and I'm so glad to have you with me on this journey. So thank you. And beyond that, I thank all of you, every last person here, for watching and supporting the channel. A few people I want to say specifically in terms of other channels that I consider friends and partners in this journey: Michael and Melinda at Retro Blasting, Gracie and Tony at Analog Toys, Dean at all things 80s, certainly Sal at 2 Cents Toys, or Salty, if you want to be, you know, more in line with his brand. But Sal's amazing. Michael Schaefer, who, although he doesn't make videos, he's a huge part of the infrastructure of this. Certainly, there, Chris Miwa at Chasing 80s Toys, great fella. Love what he's doing over there. Scuba Pete is a huge part of the infrastructure of this Iconicon community. And I know that I'm probably forgetting some folks off the top of my head, and I feel awful about that, but I did not want to script this, but I also don't want to leave anybody out. See, I knew there'd be an important person I'd forget to mention, and in this case, it's Dave from Toy Polloi. He's been very supportive, very communicative, and he shared my videos, and he's a great guy, and certainly deserving to be on this list. I've either had too much coffee or not enough, and that's part of the problem with not scripting videos, which I can hear Michael doing this like, yeah, you should have written this down, dummy, and he's not wrong. Anyway, back to the rest of the thank yous. Basically, anyone involved in Iconicon that made it work, but have continued to foster that sense of community as we move further away from the first one and move closer to the second one. As a community, I should say. Thank you so much for keeping that alive, because I think that was really a much-needed wake-up call of positivity for the community of people that watch all of these different channels, and all of us getting to meet each other in different environments and doing something special, even from a community viewership standpoint. The fact that I've gone from just being a viewer to contributing on the level that I have already has been, it's a whirlwind. It's a welcome one. I'm having just an absolute blast with it. And I really enjoy the time I've spent with so many of you, whether on your channels or on mine. And those of you that are watching that help make these shows what they are, whether it's a live show where you're communicating in chat, or a video premiere where you're doing the same in the comments section, on Patreon, on social media. Like, you guys really are keeping things fun and productive. And I cannot thank any of you enough for all of these contributions, whether it be, you know, your viewership, the donations, which are amazing, like, you know, or even folks like James Salzburg and, you know, Epic Badger, Jesse Hughes, who, you know, basically brokered these, some of these figures and for me. Granted, I paid for them, but they were able to find them, thought of me, said, hey, do you need this? And were very generous in helping me procure those items. Like, all these things contribute together to make the quality of this channel and the greater community something richer than it was before that effort was put in. So thank you for everything. And thank you again, once again. If you're watching this or any of my videos, if you've ever hit a like button, if you're watching the videos of anyone else I've mentioned or other people in the community and you're supporting them, you are by proxy helping me as well. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart of hearts. You are wonderful, and I can't wait to see where the journey takes us next. So we will see you Monday night for a stream with Scuba Pete. Going to get to know that wonderful fella on the channel, and we're looking forward to that. And we'll see you on Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the premiere of a new video, which I'm not going to spoil if you don't know what it is. It's going to be pretty cool. I think you'll enjoy it. In the meantime, may all your grinds be merry, may your card backs be unwrinkled, and I hope you get the stuff that you want when you want it for the price you want. Cheers.